My name is Doretta F. Elliott, and I'm an evangelist at Rising Star. I have the privilege of saying that I am a charter member, which means I am pre-Lewis. When I met Pastor and Sister Lewis for the very first time, well, actually, he wasn't Pastor Lewis at our church. He was Associate Minister Lewis at Trinity Baptist Church. And he was just coming over to take over some Sundays, filling in for us, because our pastor at the time, Reverend Shale, was in the hospital. And I guess he came just a little too much because we wanted to keep him forever. And we did. You know what, the one thing I really do remember is that we were having musician problems. And Sister Lewis was so faithful and so honest that when we didn't have a musician for a children's choir, she learned how to play the piano, and she became our new pianist for the children's choir. Pastor Lewis has helped us to overcome lots of milestones. Reverend Cassandra Galloway opened up the door, and Reverend Lewis in this community is one of the first pastors to allow women to preach from the pulpit and not somewhere down there in the church. And what I love, really love, about Pastor Lewis, everybody, to meet them, to know them, is to love them. But Sister Lewis, I laugh when some things just the look on her face, like when they play her song. You know how when we used to go to the club, y'all know what I'm talking about, they used to play your song? Well, Sister Lewis's song is Jesus, You're the Center of My Joy. And to see her face light up when they sing that song, you know he is the center of her joy. The two people who mean so much to me, number one being my mother. She loved her some Amos and Z. Annie Lewis. As a matter of fact, they were like another son and a daughter for her when they moved here from little old Pinkert, Alabama. She took them under her wing, and to tell you the truth, on anniversary Sunday like today, they would be at her house getting ready for the anniversary to go back to the Sunday afternoon program. And the second person would be my late husband, William Mervyn Elliott. He told me when we moved back here to Tucson, he said, you know what? I'm gonna stay at Rising Star with you because that young man, Pastor Lewis, is on fire for God. He's anointed and appointed, and I'm gonna stay there and be fed by Reverend Lewis. And for an old, seasoned pastor to see that in a young man, you know he's in touch with God. You know, if I had to really think about the Lewises, I'm gonna give them a big fat F. But the F is for faithfulness. They have been found faithful in so many things. Faithful in loving us, being compassionate with us, and you know what that us stands for? Unruly saints. That's what we were. That's the us I'm talking about. So they still were found faithfully loving us, teaching and just showing us the love of God, and more than that, how to love each other, and I appreciate that. To say that I'm a member of Rising Star is quite an honor. Thank you, Pastor and Sister Lewis. Catch a hold of the vision, because truly, God is shifting the atmosphere.